Let's go over to West Africa, where President of the Gambia, Adama Barrow, has taken a decisive step by prohibiting all foreign travel for government officials, including himself, amid the country's financial crisis. Now, this move was announced by the government spokesperson, Ebrima Sankareh. Sankareh says President Barrow signed an executive order suspending all foreign travels with only a few exceptions. Now, this policy will remain in place for the duration of the current fiscal year. The Gambia, Africa's smallest country, ranks 174th on the United Nations Human Development Index. With inflation at about 11.6%, over a fifth of the population lives on less than $2 a day. Glad to say we're being joined now by Onapajo Oreoluwa. He's an international development advisor from Westfield in Gambia. Thank you very much for your time. Gambia's President Barrow has suspended, like we had in the report, all foreign travel for government officials except a few. But interestingly, he's including himself on the list of those who are prevented from traveling. Now, what do you make of this move? He says it is to cut costs. Do you agree that this is in the right direction?
Well, good afternoon, and thank you for having me. In all honesty, I think it's a good move. It's a good move. Why is that so? I want to believe there's a budget attached to all of their movements, including all their PADMs and all of it. What I feel we should now be, informed about is this budget that includes or that will be used for the travels and all. Yeah, how much is it all together? In other questions to come, you will find a reason why I said what I said right now, so regards to we knowing how much all of this move of his, how much it is together, because it comes at a cost. Their flights and the rest of it comes at a cost. How much is all together? So that we can now sit down and find out if what he has done truly is strategic or not. How did we go about the reasons behind why he did what he did? We can tell that. I think it's a good move. It's a good move.
Thank you very much. But you say you think it's a good move, but how exactly will this ban on foreign travel by Gambian government officials lead to economic stability? I want us to go down to the how. Exactly will it lead to economic stability, and how will it solve the issues threatening the Gambian economy, the core issues?
Oh, well, I like to always come from, a very, very conservative perspective in whatever it is that opposed to things or to people. Yeah, case in point, these travels come at a cost. I beg your pardon. How much will they amount to? Let's say, for example, all of their travels and their PADMs and all. Let's say, for example, it amounts to $40 million. For example, we have 2.7 million persons as at now in 2023 August here, people residing in Gambia. If we break down this $40 million to everybody who is on the census or every citizen on the census, trust me, everyone will go home with nothing less than $25,000 each, which is a lot of money here compared to what we live by. And when I say we live by, that is our minimum wage. Right about now, $121 is like the minimum wage, $2 per person here in the Gambia. That is little compared to the way we ought to live as human beings normally. The people here in Gambia, they're very contented, they are cool, they are nice people. And we all can reach ourselves easily. So it's not out of place if, for example, like I said, let's know how much it is. I remember some time ago during our the previous administration in Nigeria, there was a cost or a budget attached to the amount of money spent by the president on his travels to London every now and then. I won't call his name. Yes, so if he's saying himself and all government officials won't travel anymore, okay, what is your itinerary for all of the flights, all of the trips you're all supposed to take? How much is the total, of the budget? Now, how do we now break it down to the point whereby it will reach the people? During the elections, I was privileged to be here during the elections, and I saw how closely they can come and get to the people. So I believe also too, if what he's doing is for the benefit of the people, it can be transparent enough and meet each and every one of us. And if he doesn't want to do that, he can reach out to the ethnic group leaders. There are not a lot of them, just 8 of them or slightly more. Reach out to them and find out what the people need or what they want and what they lack, and see how this budget can work and meet everybody at once of their needs. It's very easy.
On Apajo, I remember, back in the day, we were taught in economics class years ago when Yahya Jammeh was president that Gambian dalasi was equal to $1, was the strongest, currency on the continent. So when you mentioned dalasi, it came back to mind. I wonder what happened.
Yeah.
Whether Yahya Jammeh's
Well,
departure is what can be blamed for this, but do you see other African countries, towing this line of preventing their government officials from traveling abroad? We're talking about democracy here. Is it even legal? What cost-cutting measures other than this would you recommend for Gambia and for other African countries experiencing various amounts of, and extents of economic crisis?
Oh, well, you know how they say different strokes for different folks. What applies for the Gambia may not apply to Nigeria. What applies to Nigeria may not apply to Rwanda. Why? Because each and every administration have their own modus operandi. Now, let's face Gambia that we're talking about now. 63.55% of our population is below 25. That they're young people. In the next 10 years from now, they will be 35. In 20 years from now, they will be 45. Now, what it is that the government has to offer these persons? In the past 2 years, egg has increased twice. I know it might seem funny and all. Even exchange rate has gone up. The exchange rate of both dollar to dalasi, naira to dalasi is something. It's nothing to write home about. I beg your pardon. So how can this work for we Gambia, not other people? Other people have their own issues. But as regards to Gambia, we're very few enough that what the government has, can meet each and every one of us. Now, I'm talking because I'm here, and I've been here for almost 3 years. Like I said, if $40 million is spread across all of the persons of Gambia, all of the citizens, it is like Christmas for us.
How much is a dalasi to a US dollar now?
Oh, a dalasi to US dollar now is, if I'm not mistaken, a dollar is $1.
Just about. Okay, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that because
for now, I can't remember for now. But compared to how it used to be at the previous regime, and even last year, and even early in the year. Now, for example,
well, it seems we've lost contact with our guest, but I want to thank him very much for his time. He's an international development advisor on Nampajo Reluwa. He joined us via video link from Westfield in Gambia to look at some of the measures the Gambian President Barrow is taking to ensure that his economy stays afloat. And of course, one of such measures is to bar government officials from traveling abroad, including himself, talking about leadership by example.